Na 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 na.
Wee. Wee.
Couch Commanders.
Couch Commanders episode
6. That means we're gonna get another subscriber.
Yeah,
I feel
let's
it.
go. Let's go. You know, help us on our journey, guys. Hit that follow button, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share this comment, get it going in the algorithm. It all helps.
Would you like to introduce yourself?
My name is Eric from Sex on the Beach.
Hi, my name is Matt. I'm in the group called Cheat Codes. We make dance music.
Amen. And we are the Couch Commanders.
Couch Commanders.
So we've got the usual suspects, like we always do here on Couch Commanders. We love to play some games. We do some advice. We do some different portions. We do some stories. We're going to be playing some games that you've probably heard before from the last episode, and the crickets go off. These things they just pop on. But yeah, I say we hop right into it. Let's go for it.
Let's do it.
So I found this, it's actually great. I found this new website. It's called wouldyoutrather.io, where what it does is it asks me a would you rather question. And from that would you rather question, it then tells me the percentage that people chose. So
it's almost like Family Feud vibes.
Kind of. So it'll be like, okay, cool. Like there's two answers and it'll tell us which percentage was more popular. So we'll be finding out there's an added element to this would you rather. So we'll be able to see what people chose. And then from there, we can maybe open up some conversations.
Let's do it.
First question. Would you rather wear a sweatshirt in 90-degree weather or wear a t-shirt in 10-degree weather? This one's easy for me.
Is it? Okay.
This one's super easy.
10 degrees is pretty rough, so I'm going to go 90-degree sweater.
Yeah, same here. I'm going to go 90-degree sweater.
It's going to be uncomfortable, but you can get used to it. You're going to be sweating. And yeah, I don't know. I think our body, the human body is adjustable. We can evolve.
Yeah.
We can handle a lot of things.
It was 40% for 90-degree weather, 40% for 90-degree weather, 60% for 10-degree weather. So actually more people would rather wear a t-shirt in 10-degree weather.
Wow.
Which is kind of interesting to think about.
Yeah, and I get warm really easily, so.
I mean, I guess people just aren't hot, you know?
Yeah, not everybody's like us.
You know, not everybody's like us. Okay, here we go. Would you rather go without shampoo for the rest of your life or go without a comb/brush for the rest of your life?
To be honest, I don't really need either.
Yeah.
But I was leaning towards shampoo because it's,
It's bad for you.
Is it? You get the buildup.
Yeah.
Bunch of chemicals in there, dries out your scalp.
Just brush it out.
Put some water in it.
Brush it out, put some water in it. I mean, obviously.
Oh yeah, you're the hair expert. You're the hair expert.
I'm the hair guy.
Give him what we need.
I'm the hair guy. So, I mean, definitely brushing is definitely very important. I mean, it honestly depends. Everyone has a different, everyone has a different hair. And everybody has a different scalp. Everybody has a different type in which that will work for them. And everyone has different styles of hair too. Some people have curly hair. Some people have coarse hair. Some people have thin hair. Some people have long hair. Some people have short hair. So it really depends. But I think that the shampoo nowadays is just loaded with so much bullcrap. So,
So as the hair expert, you would say no shampoo, just brushing, maybe some water.
Brushing, and then, but there's also there's a lot of things other than shampoo, I'm sure there's what did they do back in the days? What did they do back in caveman times?
Rub some dirt in it.
A little bit of natural moisturizer.
Let's be real, you're going to have some greasy, long, hippie hair.
But then the thing is, then I wouldn't go with long hair though. Then I would just go with a buzz cut all the time. Ideally, I would just do a buzz cut all the time. But now this long hair has become part of my...
Can't be like me. Come on.
Part of my personality. I know.
It's your look. It's your look.
It's your brand, It's your brand. So we're saying you would rather go without shampoo. That's what we're saying.
Yes.
Wow. 34% for that. 66% for go without a comb/brush. So
yeah,
actually more people would rather go.
Some people are clean freaks. I get it. Hygiene freaks.
Yeah, I agree. Makes sense. Here we go. Next question. Would you rather have strong legs or have strong arms? It's pretty fair.
I'm gonna go strong arms.
Yeah, it's more aesthetic. It's more like, oh, I'm a buff guy.
Chicken legs. Maybe I'm biased.
I think strong legs doesn't. What does strong legs do? It makes you run faster, I guess. I don't know. You can lift certain
Yeah,
things.
you can lift, picking things up.
I pick things up. I
Makes
put them
you
down.
a good running back for football. Sumo
All right,
wrestler.
hey,
It's
if
harder
I'm
to
gonna-
move you.
If I'm gonna try out for the Kansas City Chiefs, then
Yeah, a line or like a tackle, a left tackle. You need to have strong legs.
yeah, true. So we're saying have strong arms. Let's see. The percentages are in, and it is 44% strong legs, 56% strong arms. So we actually are with the majority there, but closer than I thought. I thought that strong arms was going to kind of be a runaway there, but interesting. Next one. Would you rather be able to predict the action of others or be able to influence the actions of others?
I think prediction is powerful because you can buy some stocks, you can make some gambles.
Wow.
I think the people that predict a couple things right can make a whole career out of it.
Yeah, it's
And
true.
they could be wrong 90% of the time. They're like,
Yeah.
hey, I'm Michael Burry and I predicted the 2008 crash and I put out The Biggest Short and I made a ton of money on it. So now everything I say in the future, people are at least going to listen to me.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, but also the ability to influence others means you can convince anybody to do anything, though.
Because you could control yourself and be really good at predicting and make a killing.
Yeah, that's true. That's fair. I mean, if you're thinking from a business perspective, then yeah, probably be able to predict the actions of others.
Or let's put it in a sports perspective. If you can anticipate what the other team is going to do, doesn't that make you better than even the people who have more talent than you?
Yeah, it's true. I think I'd go be able to predict. There's more upside there, There's more upside there. Let's
Also, influence isn't the same as control.
see. True.
So there's a limit.
Yeah, at least with predictions, it's like be able to influence the actions of others. It's like, okay, then I'd have to be in the room to influence a CEO to do something.
Or you could just be big on the internet or things like that.
Yeah, true.
Influence is powerful.
Yeah.
But I will say, for predicting, you don't have to be famous. You can live in the woods. And if you can predict 55% success,
You'll make a killing.
you'll make a killing.
Let's see. Wow, 46% predict, 54% influence. So people would rather influence others.
I think they're power tripping. That's my opinion.
I think that they
Love the power.
they're cynical in nature. Okay. Wow. This is a freaking tough one. Okay. Would you rather die in 10 years but happy and with people you love, or die in 50 years alone and unhappy?
Man, that's tough.
That's a tough one.
I guess it depends. During those 50 years, do I have any happiness? Is it like just the last couple years, you took a couple L's and you
Yeah.
die alone? If that's the case, I'll choose that. If it's I'm just unhappy for 50 years, then yeah, it's not worth it.
Yeah. I think I'd probably do 10 years and happy with people that I love. I think
Just
that's
go balls to the wall.
yeah, and I would just go super hard.
Because then you're living urgent.
Yeah, and I feel like everything you do would be like, it would have so much more meaning, Sometimes we don't know the end, right? So, but it could be so far away, and because it feels so far away, there's less urgency sometimes, right? But if it's nearer or closer to you, then there's definitely an urgency that comes with that. And I think that there's also a beauty that comes with that too. Loving it. So let's see what people say. People say, wow, 80% say die in 10 years but happy.
Wow. People really want to be happy, I guess.
Wow.
At 50 years, it feels like torture.
This is a good one. Ready? Would you rather be short but buff, or would you rather be tall but skinny?
I think that one's pretty easy. Tall but skinny.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, if you're tall and skinny, you can probably get more girls if you're thinking about this from like a love perspective.
100%.
But then, there's a lot of short buff guys that don't.
Look at Pete
have a hard
Davidson.
time. Yeah, true. Yeah. I'm going to
Tall, skinny.
tall and skinny.
No problem.
Let's see what people say. Well, it's closer than I thought. 61% tall but skinny. So definitely majority.
We're looking at it from like social love perspective, but plane ride's gonna suck.
Yeah, dude. I mean, we're both pretty tall guys. I mean, I'm like 6'1.5", I say 6'2", but
Think about plane rides, back problems later in your years.
yeah, I mean, but being tall definitely has its like a lot of perks for sure.
Short people tend to live longer.
Do they really?
Yes.
Interesting. Why is that? Is it just
the taller you are, your chance of dying early goes up.
really?
Yes.
I mean, you're also probably prone to more medical issues and things like that, you know? So that makes sense. Wow. Okay. Well, 61% of people said they would rather be tall. Ready? Here we go. Next one. Would you rather stub your toe once every single day or whack your funny bone every other day?
Funny bone. At least you have a good laugh.
That was a good one.
There you go.
That was a good one. Stubbing your toe sucks. Whack your funny bone.
I don't even mind. Yeah, I don't even mind my funny bone.
It's like, it's a funny bone. Then your like arm is like,
You're just like numb every other day. Whatever.
Yeah.
Stubbing your toe sucks. For some reason, it just lasts way longer than it should.
Stubbing your toe is like when you get your funny bone, you're like, but when you get your stub your toe, you're like, oh, like
the pain has nowhere to go.
It's different. It's different, you know. And you gotta walk it off. I don't know. I'm gonna say funny bone. Let's see what people say. Well, 61% funny bone. So we've been going in the majority most of the time. Let's see this next one. Here we go. Would you rather? It's loading. Okay, this is a good one. Would you rather wrestle an alligator or wrestle a bear?
I'm gonna say alligator. I think I would have a higher chance of survival because they get you with their mouth. So bears can kill you with their mouth. They could rip you to shreds easily. They're faster than you. I think if you get an alligator on the ground,
it depends on the domain, though. What if you're in the water? You're in their domain.
All I'm saying is I've seen it on video where it's actually possible to subdue an alligator with the right technique. Bears, all the experts, they just say, get out of there.
Yeah, true. Play dead. That's always the thing. Yeah, I'm going to go alligator. 66% alligator.
66% say alligator.
66% say alligator. There we go. Would you rather have a body odor or have bad breath?
I think body odor people can get used to. I think bad breath just makes it seem like you're just gross. Like they don't want to kiss you after that.
Yeah,
if you have body odor, they'll still make out with you.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, but the thing is, I will say this though, a body odor lingers, bro. Like a body odor will like stay in a place for like, you ever been at like a Target and then somebody walks by that like just, they got the body odor and then the whole aisle smells.
I've been on an airplane where you get the body odor.
Ooh.
It's tough.
See, bro, I think, I don't know. I might go bad breath here, to be honest.
There's something with bad breath that grosses me out more.
Really?
Like when it comes to body odor, it's not great. It smells bad. In your mind, you're just like, oh, they're just a little sweaty.
Yeah, fair.
When it comes to bad breath, you're like, oh man, they might have bacteria or something. They could have halitosis. Maybe they have a cavity. They need to get a root canal. I don't know. You just go down the rabbit hole. Body odor just means, oh, he forgot to put on deodorant today. He hasn't showered in a day. I don't know. It could be a number of things.
Okay, ready for this? 73% would rather have bad breath.
Wow.
So,
we're just unique people, I guess.
So, well, I said bad breath. Speak for yourself, bro. Speak for yourself. Oh, wow. This one's good. And this one I know is going to open up some conflict or some question. Would you rather, there we go. Let the crickets go off. Let them go. It's okay, sweetheart. It's okay. Would you rather be single for life or have a partner that acts like a child?
Part of me is leaning towards single for life.
I'm going to say single for life.
Because it doesn't mean that you can't have kids.
Correct.
You're just single.
You're just not in a relationship.
Having a partner that acts like a kid sounds like torture.
No, I could never do that. Single for life, I feel like if single for life isn't the one that's the most popular one, then I'm going to probably be shocked.
Because you could just be Elon, have 12 kids, 6 different baby mamas.
Just be a baby daddy.
None of them quite match you perfectly to where they're gonna be your spouse,
But you can co-parent.
and that's okay.
That's all you need. Here we go. Come on. Wow. 51% of people say they'd rather be single for life. So the 1% slightest majority.
Surprised
So-
it's not higher.
Yeah. 51-49. I think people are really afraid of being alone, dude. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, maybe that's the part we're like forgetting about. Where, dude, this
The crickets just. That is so.
I think maybe that's the part we're not thinking about right now. Dude, what the hell?
And the crickets are going off here.
Okay, I think I fixed it.
Okay, cool.
So I was saying, I think the part that we're not really thinking about, we're like, oh, we're in our late 20s, early 30s.
Yeah.
We could have fun and friends and relationships forever. We'll just never get married. But the reality is, you might be 70 or 80 and just how are you gonna get have a little fun?
Yeah, I know you would be very alone. I think, especially older and later in life. But I don't know, man.
You never know. Like if nobody gets married, then I guess there's still gonna be people out there.
Yeah, and I mean, but you could still like I feel like as long as you just put yourself out there, I think maybe as older people, like as you get older, like you just start to put yourself out there less because you're just like, I can't with people
But
anymore.
I mean, you see it more and more. Like a Bill Maher, for example, who's just never been married, fully single, never have any kids. Like it's more common than it used to be. You hear about nursing homes where everybody starts getting STDs because they're just all banging each other.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it is a thing.
There's
It
this
does
place-
exist.
There's this place in Florida called The Villages. It has the highest, it's a fully senior community, but they have the highest STD rate in the world.
Yeah. So find a nice 55 and over community.
Go crazy.
Start macking on some old ladies.
Go crazy. Very simple. Next question. This was a good one. Would you rather have all of your fingers permanently replaced by scissors or have both of your feet permanently replaced by butter knives? Choice is yours.
So you're asking me if I want to be Edward Scissorhands?
Do you want to be Edward
Oh,
Scissorhands
yes.
or Edward Butterknife feet?
I want to be Edward Scissorhands. He looks badass.
But your hands though, so you'd lose a lot of mobility though.
Yeah, it's like a dark triad kind of thing. Like girls, they look at you like, wow, he's dangerous.
Yeah, I know.
I can't get too close to him, but I want to.
Yeah, I know.
It's like you want what you can't
like
have.
go to like you're making out and you go to hold her face, and then you just like it's a small little cut, and she's
She's like, oh, pain is pleasure, baby.
I think if I'm going logistically, I would choose butter knives as feet because I feel like, you could just get like really weird shoes, but you could still like live like a normal life. But like if your fingers were scissors, then it would be hard to live a normal life. Like how would you type? Like,
You could get a special keyboard.
what would it be made out of? Steel? Okay, so you're saying, have all your fingers permanently replaced by scissors. Let's see what that says. Yeah, 42% would rather have their fingers replaced by scissors. So
Wow,
you're
they're-
in the
They're
minority
haters.
again.
They're haters.
Okay, here we go. This is a dumb one, so I'm just gonna ignore this one. This is like that one was so easy. Would you rather fart in public or burp in public? That's like, duh, burp. Okay. Wow, this is a tough one. Would you rather drown to death in the ocean or burn to death in lava?
Man, that's a tough one. I'm gonna go burn to death.
Yeah, same. I'm going burn.
I don't know why.
Burn, baby, burn.
Drowning sounds horrible to me, but maybe it's not that bad because I think you just slowly pass out.
Well, I think the feeling of not breathing, I think, is like that. I feel like I feel like the burn to death would be a faster death.
Yeah, and lava.
Yeah, I mean, your body would like.
But doesn't like have to be like the most painful way to die? Like all of your neurons or whatever on your skin.
Yeah, maybe.
It's all at once, just on fire.
Like
I'm going
at least,
drowning. I changed my mind.
At least, but at least if you're drowning though, it's like it is like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, you're out.
One time I was driving and I took a weird turn and I accidentally spilled hot coffee on me. It was pretty horrible.
Wow, so you're saying drown?
I'm saying drown.
Let's see. 53% drown to death. So you're in the majority there.
Makes sense.
Wow. This question's pretty crazy. Would you rather always be constipated or always have diarrhea?
Constipated.
Yeah. I feel like having diarrhea all the time would just be like...
It's debilitating. You can't even do anything.
Yeah. I couldn't go anywhere.
You could just do a show like this, and instead of this chair, it's a toilet. Like, you'd have to become a YouTuber.
You'd have no choice.
Or like a streamer or whatever.
60% always be constipated. It's pretty crazy, though. I feel like it would be a lot higher.
Because being constipated doesn't mean you never take a dump.
Yeah,
It
true.
just means you're a little clogged.
Yeah, you know, just grease the wheels a little bit. Okay, last one. Would you rather be stranded on a deserted island alone or be stranded on a deserted island with somebody that you hate?
Somebody that I hate because I think I could win them over.
So you're gonna go based off of like, I think I could.
I'm gonna play the long game.
I think I could sauce him up, you know.
Maybe we got off on the wrong foot.
But the thing is, like, with someone you hate, at least like if you're on a deserted island, you can like, even if you do hate each other, you can at least like work together and probably survive longer.
Yeah, like maybe we got off on the wrong foot. Like, let's find some common ground.
Let's figure this out. I mean, you're literally on common ground. You're on a deserted island.
Literally common ground.
Let's find some literal common ground. You're like, how can I hate this guy?
Also, aren't we all just products of our environment at this point?
We are. There you go. Boom.
Think about someone you hated the most. Why did you hate them?
It's a great question. Now, that opens up a whole new can of worms. Is it because you just weren't, maybe there was something that you didn't like about yourself?
Or maybe somebody hates somebody they work with and it has to do with competition.
Or jealousy?
Yeah, maybe they're doing better than you and you secretly hate them. Maybe they stole your boyfriend.
It's a lot of things that can happen there. Let's see what people say. 70% say be alone on a deserted island. Or sorry, be with somebody on a deserted island.
Yeah, I was going to say there's no way. 70%?
There you go. 70%.
It's got to be way harder to survive. And then you're just done. You know, I'm never going to have more babies. And that's it.
Just accept it.
You could like have an optimistic approach and be like, all right, let's start our own little civilization.
Yeah, let's build a family. Let's build a civilization. Okay, here we go. That will bring us on to, and that will conclude our session of Would You Rather. Good job. Well done. Woo! It was a nice little added thing there.
I like the statistics.
Yeah,
It's
the
nice.
statistics are good because we can kind of get an idea and a feel for like, oh, okay, cool.
We can see how crazy the world has become.
Yeah, exactly. So next up, we have the bracket challenge. You remember this from the last episode. The new topic is movie franchises.
I like this. I'm a pretty big movie buff.
Movie franchises. So
I used to watch a lot of movies.
I think this one will be very, 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 very good. So, let's jump right into it, shall we? First round matchup. Screen record real quick so I can get this later. First round matchup. Planet of the Apes or X-Men?
Oh, X-Men.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer.
Easy.
That's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. Here we go. Next one. Transformers or Shrek?
Ooh, it's a tough one. I'm going to go Shrek.
Oh, good. Okay. This one
The music. Come on.
In my opinion, that one was very easy. Shrek was a no-brainer.
Transformers is great, but it's kind of the same story every single time. Like,
Yeah.
as far as franchises go, come on.
I
Shrek.
totally agree.
Oh, the music. I'm in love. I'm in love.
I'm in love.
It's like made the Counting Crows
I'm in love.
career. Just gave them a whole rebirth.
I believe, 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 I believe. Okay, next one. Wow, they're gonna wrap this all into one, which is actually kind of crazy. Marvel or Lord of the Rings? That could have been a championship matchup
Dang, I think
in the first round.
a couple years ago I might have said Marvel, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and say Lord of the Rings.
No,
I
it's-
finally finished the first one and I watched half of the second one, and the lore is so intricate.
It's
and
unbelievable.
It's probably better than Harry Potter as far as like how in depth and everything it is.
We are going to catch so much hate for this, I think, because the Marvel fandom is absolutely insane. And I think Marvel has incredible stories, but in my opinion, there is no better story ever created than Lord of the Rings. It's the greatest
Well,
story ever written.
Here's the thing: if you're saying Marvel franchise, I'm assuming you're talking about the MCU versus like every Marvel movie that's ever been made. It's like obviously Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man is great. It's not on the level of Lord of the Rings, but You can't package.
It's the entire Marvel MCU.
But how can you package 30, 40 movies and then put them up against 6? Doesn't seem like a fair comparison.
It's more about the world that is created.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings.
I'm going to agree with that. Okay. Matrix or, oh my God, what is this called again? What's the one with Spock? What's his name?
Oh, Star Trek.
Star Trek. Jesus, sorry. Yeah, I blanked on that for a second. Matrix or Star Trek?
Star Trek. You probably never seen Star Trek, but
I've never seen it, but I know it's obviously iconic.
Next Generation with the bald guy.
Really?
There's like little life lessons at the end of each episode.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. It's fair. Next one. Two juggernauts. Die Hard, Rocky.
Oh, Rocky. Easy.
Die Hard's great, though.
Die Hard's great for Christmas.
Die Hard, it's not a Christmas movie.
Do you really care about Die Hard other than the first movie?
This was one of our last debates. Die Hard is not a Christmas movie.
Rocky, you get invested. He loses the very first movie. You have to watch the second one. They set you up.
Yeah.
Die Hard,
Rocky's
you're like,
pretty
wow,
amazing.
that was a great thriller. Don't really need to see any of the other ones.
Yeah, Rocky's pretty incredible.
And come on, Die Harder.
Yeah,
Come on, you can do better than that.
I know. The first one was really exceptional, and then, I mean, I feel like the sequels. Rocky, there were some bad ones.
There's some flops, yeah.
There were some flops for sure.
Rocky 5, come on.
But the entire
Yeah, Rocky
franchise.
1 through 4, great.
Yeah.
It's hard to make 4 really solid movies.
Yeah, and then it gets weird at the end. What's the movie with Clint Eastwood as the cop?
I don't know.
What's the movie? I can't remember the name of it. Clint Eastwood cop movie. What is it called again? Oh my God. Oh, I guess this is, I don't even know what his movie is. Oh, sorry. I'm an idiot. Dirty Harry or Men in Black?
I'm going to go Men in Black. I've never seen Dirty Harry.
Dirty Harry
I know
is
about
very,
it. But
very iconic. More 80s. I think it was shown in the 80s.
I think Men in Black is almost the peak of Will Smith.
Yeah, I know. I think that's like the best
And I think because
franchise
it's
for him, for sure.
tied to one of the biggest entertainers of our generations, it's
Yeah.
hard to. And Clint Eastwood is like the biggest entertainer of my grandpa's generation.
Of course. So that's a tough one, but interesting. Here we go. Next one. Blade Runner or Fast and Furious?
Man, I'm gonna have to go Fast and Furious. I saw the
Just
new.
off of the lore, I feel like Fast and Furious is just, I mean, now they're just on too many, but
I saw the new Blade Runner and it was boring. I don't even understand. I like the idea. It's like post futuristic, apocalyptic vibes,
yeah, it's a cool aesthetic for sure.
but I don't know. It just bore me.
All right, this next one's pretty crazy. I can't believe this is a first round matchup. It's kind of, I feel bad even asking you this, but this is what they said. Harry Potter or Pirates of the Caribbean?
Yeah, that is a tough one. It has to go Harry Potter though.
I mean, yeah, you can't not go Harry Potter there.
Because Pirates wasn't consistent. Harry Potter, there was maybe 1, maybe 2, like mid-tier movies.
But the character, I mean, Johnny Depp played it so perfectly.
I'm saying you go 8 films,
Yeah.
6 are amazing.
Yeah.
Pirates, you go 4, 5. I think it's 5 films.
Yeah.
2 are amazing.
Yeah. And I mean, not to mention the whole, because the thing is best movie franchises. So we're also thinking,
If you go best individual character, yeah, you can go Jack Sparrow.
of course, I'd say Jack Sparrow, Johnny Depp is Jack Sparrow over,
Because Daniel
Daniel
Radcliffe
Radcliffe
is Harry
over
Potter.
Harry.
He fits it, but he's not. You're not like, wow, he made this character.
yeah.
Like somebody, no offense to Daniel Radcliffe, somebody else could have played Harry Potter and
Yeah.
it probably would have been fine.
Yeah.
No one else could have played Jack Sparrow and it be a multi-billion-dollar
No,
franchise.
yeah, 100%. I agree with that. I agree. Here we go. Now we're on to the second round of the first side of the bracket. You have X-Men and Shrek. Who you got?
I'm going X-Men. I'm biased. I love X-Men. Let's go.
I disagree with that one. I heavily
Hugh
disagree with
Jackman
that one.
as Wolverine. How many movies has he done? 8?
I really disagree with that one. I'm sorry.
I saw the original X-Men in a drive-in movie theater in Illinois in the,
Wow.
in the 90s.
Wow.
And not only that, you're just saying X-Men. You got X-Men animated series. You got, what was it, the X-Men when they were teenagers?
Yeah,
Come
but
on.
Shrek. I don't know. I'm not a huge X-Men person, so I'm more of a Shrek guy. Okay, here we go. Next round. Lord of the Rings or Star Trek?
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
Sorry, Star Trek.
I'm gonna agree there. I think we'll see where Lord of the Rings goes, but it might be tough. Here we go. Next one. We've got Rocky or Men in Black.
Rocky.
Yeah, I'm agree there. Rocky's just such an iconic character.
Also, Men in Black is entertaining, but there's a little bit lack of substance. You know, it's not like Rocky has this crazy amount of substance, but there's
substance in Rocky. He plays on a lot of relationships.
Yeah, there's like the fear of getting hurt for your family. There's like supporting your family.
Yeah.
What would you risk to do to support your family?
Relationship dynamic.
Avenging your friend.
Yeah. There's so much. Yeah, I mean, I think that, I mean, it's crazy, obviously, that Sylvester Stallone wrote that. But, I mean, the writing of that movie is just unbelievable. Just
and then you
the
have
characters unbelievable.
Men in Black, and it's just entertaining and fantasy. But you're not evoked emotion out of it. Like when you watch Rocky, you leave the theater like,
I felt something.
I felt something. Maybe I can do it too.
Yeah.
Maybe my life isn't as hard as I thought it was.
Yeah.
Things like that.
Wow. I got to watch Rocky, bro.
And then Rocky 3 or 4. Is it 3 or 4?
Where he fights Drago?
Yeah. There's patriotism out of a boxing movie.
Oh, man.
You're like, yeah, screw those Russians.
Yeah, I know. And then it's so good. Okay, next one. Fast and Furious or Harry Potter? I feel like this is kind of a no-brainer.
I gotta ask Harry Potter.
Yeah, I gotta ask that. I mean, I feel like Harry Potter's a no-brainer there. All right, now we're gonna get down to the nitty-gritty. So now we're in the final 4 of this side of the bracket. You have Lord of the Rings and X-Men.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna agree with that one there. This one, I think this one's still pretty obvious, but I'll ask it. Harry Potter or Rocky?
Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's shit.
Harry Potter or Rocky? What do you got?
Oh man, this one's tough. I'm gonna go Harry Potter.
Yeah. I think just based upon the fandom, the lore, the story,
one of the best-selling books of all time.
Yeah, I mean, it goes way deeper than.
Yeah, now they have the Fantastic Beast ones, which I don't really like, but they have an HBO series that's coming out. It's a whole thing.
The parks, everything. Okay.
I mean, we do forget about Creed, which I didn't see, but
which is I mean, I've heard
they made money.
Yeah, I mean, here we go. All right, here we go. To represent this side of the bracket, this is going to be a big choice. You have Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter. What do you got?
I'm going to go Harry Potter.
Wow. Oh, man. That one stings a little bit. I'm not going to lie to you.
I think if you're just going books, you probably go Lord of the Rings.
It's movie franchises.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so we're going to have to go. Yeah.
I think doing that many movies, the anticipation, you know, Lord of the Rings, 3 solid movies, made a lot of money, great movies.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I've seen the 3rd one, to be honest, with Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've seen them all, and they're all amazing. I mean, it's like 7 movies in one every time you watch it. But then they also had The Hobbit. You know what I mean? Which was Bilbo Baggins, the story of Bilbo Baggins. But yeah, dude, I mean, that's tough. That's a tough one. Okay. Other side of the bracket. So we will have Harry Potter representing on this side of the bracket. Now we have the other side of the bracket. We have Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan versus Mission Impossible.
I don't know Jack Ryan, to be honest. I'm going to go Mission Impossible. I think Tom Cruise he's had a lot of bangers.
Yeah.
I've only seen a couple of the Mission Impossibles, but he's done a lot of them.
I'm going to agree for sure. What is this? Madman?
It's a TV show.
Well, Madman is one, and then I don't know what this is. I don't know what movie this is. What movie is this with this guy?
Can't see it. Doesn't it say right there on the poster?
No,
the red part?
The other one, the one of the guy in the suit.
Oh, is it Godfather?
Oh, it's Godfather.
Oh, wait, Mad Max.
Oh, Mad Max. Sorry.
Got it, yeah.
Mad Max and Godfather.
Okay, reset.
Okay. Next up, we have Mad Max and Godfather.
I'm going to go Godfather. I haven't seen the original Mad Max.
I was like, what is that? Yeah.
I like the world. I thought the new one, people say they like Furiosa. I think Mel Gibson was in like the original Mad Max, like Thunderdome.
Yeah.
And they created a really cool world. But I think if you watch Godfather, they're just classic films. They build the anticipation. the acting, the filmmaking. I don't know. I think it's hard to compete.
Yeah, Godfather is one of the most storied franchises.
Marlon Brando, right?
He'll give you an offer that you can't refuse. You know?
It makes you. It's one of those early movies where it makes you want to be a criminal.
Yeah.
Like if this is what it's like to be a criminal, I can be part of this family. I want to be a part of it.
This is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Well, next one, tough one. Similar category. Indiana Jones, Jurassic Park.
I'm gonna go Jurassic Park all day, baby. You know what? I never.
I don't know. That one could go either way for me.
I never fully got into the Indiana Jones. I like the obstacle vibe. Oh, there's a boulder coming. Oh, there's like treasure hunting vibe. I think that's cool.
Yeah.
Something about dinosaurs. I don't know if it's just like as
Bro,
a kid,
same.
if you grew up on dinosaurs.
Same, dude. I was like a dinosaur for Halloween, like every year as a kid. I was like super, super into dinosaurs, dinosaur eggs, dinosaur bones. Yeah, you know what? I'm actually going to agree with you there. I'm going to go Jurassic Park too.
And if you think about the OG Jurassic Park, it was one of the first movies that they used a real robot dinosaur. And for the first movie, it looks so real because they use a real robot that gets the porta potty. The guy's in the porta potty, like crunches.
Wow.
You know, so the practical effects, I don't know. I mean, they use practical effects in Indiana Jones, but they didn't recreate like robot dinosaurs.
Yeah, true. Wow.
Another level.
That's insane. Cool. Next one. We've got Alien and Toy Story. Could be two completely different things, but I have my favorite here.
It is a little bit tough, but I think Toy Story.
Yeah. Toy Story, definitely more lore. I mean, you've got Woody, you've got Buzz, you've got all of that. Pixar, that's what really set, I think, Pixar.
Alien's kind of the same thing over and over again. Like it's kind of just, it serves a purpose, build anticipation. It's a thriller. And Toy Story, I mean, it's not like Toy Story 4 is anything insane, but
yeah, true.
But Toy Story 1, 2, and 3, come on.
Iconic movies. Iconic. Cool. Next one. This one should be pretty easy because this one's so big. Ocean's 11 and Star Wars.
Oh, come on, Star Wars.
I mean, I don't think it gets much bigger than that.
Yeah.
Next up, we've got Terminator and is this Silence of the Lambs or Hannibal Lecter?
I do like Silence of the Lambs. I'm going Terminator.
Yeah, Terminator is just so iconic. So iconic. Wow. And in this one, we've got... Okay, cool. We got that. Cool, Terminator. Okay, sweet. Next one up. We've got Godfather and Mission Impossible.
I'm going to go Godfather.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that. I agree there. This one's tough. Jurassic Park or Toy Story?
I'm going Toy Story.
Wow.
Think of the merchandising. Think of the rides.
I think you're right there. I think you're right. I'm not mad at that. Star Wars or Terminator?
Give me Star Wars.
Yeah, Star Wars is a no-brainer there. Now, interesting. In this bracket, they actually gave these two movies a first round bye. So like the first round, they literally immediately made it to the second round. And it's interesting because they kind of scratched over these, but I guess now they're making them because they are part of two other universes. But you've got the Dark Knight, Batman series. Then you have Spider-Man.
It's tough. I'm going to have to go Batman.
Whoa.
I think
I disagree with you so much there.
Dark Knight, Christian Bale, Batman.
But bro, Spider-Man? Tobey Maguire Spider-Man?
I think
it doesn't get bigger than that.
I think if you had to pick,
like Spider-Man to me could go all the way.
I think Spider-Man 1, maybe 2 could beat the other movies, but if you're giving Dark Knight, Batman is the best Batman movie that exists.
But you think that that's better than the Green Goblin Spider-Man, the first Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire?
Yes. I think Dark Knight or Dark Knight Rises, whichever, the Joker,
Dark Knight trilogy, yeah.
Christian Bale with the Joker. I think
Heath
that
Ledger,
singular movie is way better than the best Spider-Man movie.
No, I'm staying against you there. But it's your bracket, not mine.
The cinematography, the seriousness of it, the way they made the world feel real, even though it was superheroes.
Yeah.
Spider-Man, there's still a little bit of that comic-y goofiness to it, the Spider-Man series. It was great.
Yeah.
But You don't feel bought in. You're not like, oh wow.
Yeah, I mean it's less real, but I think that's that's the point of it. But okay, cool. All right. Yeah, like I said, this is your bracket, not mine. Godfather or Toy Story could not be two completely different movies. Oh my God, Godfather or Toy Story?
I'm gonna go Toy Story because I've actually seen them,
Wow.
all of them. I don't think I've seen all the Godfathers. I've seen most of them. But
Yeah, I mean, they say that Godfather 1 and 2, it's like the only series. They say it's one of the only series where the sequel was better than the first one.
wow.
Because they say most of the sequels always end up worse than the first one.
I don't know, man. Toy Story 2 and 3 are pretty good.
Yeah, I know. Why isn't High School Musical in here?
Because
High School Musical's going the distance for
High
me,
School
bro.
2 and 3 suck. That's why.
No, 2 is the best one. Whatever, we'll have to debate
The
on it.
college years?
No. That's
High School Musical,
dude,
the musical?
Dude, it was summer camp, bro. Come on, dude. You got to get this right. Whatever. All right, this is a tough one. Obviously, now noticing your fandom. Star Wars and the Dark Knight Batman trilogy.
I'm going to go Star Wars.
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of... I mean, how can you say no to Star Wars, you know?
Yeah, also you're carving out like just the Dark Knight world, you know, which makes sense because there's so many Batman movies. But
here we go. I think this is for the finale on this side of the bracket. You've got Toy Story and Star Wars.
got to go Star Wars.
Yep, Star Wars. So now that brings us to the final for the movie franchise bracket. Let's set the stage. You've got Harry Potter, The Wizarding World, Hogwarts, Hermione Granger, Ron Weasley, the trials and tribulations of Voldemort and Harry's relationship, how he kills his parents in all of this magical wizardry world. And then on the other side, you have the Juggernaut, the intergalactic fight with the cute R2D2 and C3PO. Then you've got Anakin Skywalker, you've got Darth Vader, you've got Darth Maul, you've got Obi-Wan Kenobi. Where are you going?
Okay, I just want to start by saying at the beginning of this, I did not think who I'm going to choose would be the winner. But sometimes, like in sports, it comes down to the matchups.
Yeah.
Sometimes
it
it's
does
not.
because there was a lot in here where I was like, oh, that could have gone the distance. But it didn't catch an easy ride in.
Sometimes it's not always the best team that wins. It's just the way the cookie crumbles.
It's very true.
And that's why I'm picking Harry Potter.
Wow, that is crazy. I mean, it's a good choice, I think, at the end of the day. I think that Harry Potter still, to this day, I mean...
Because Star Wars has gone downhill.
Yep.
They've ruined their properties. There's major plot holes now with a lot of the new materials. If you watch it, it's almost unwatchable, the new Star Wars, which sucks because it's such a great property. And Harry Potter, whether you like her or not, J.K. Rowling has been involved, and she's protecting her IP and making sure it doesn't get ruined for whatever that's worth.
Yeah, it's true.
So I just have to give her the slight edge.
Yeah, I'm not going to disagree with you there. I mean, I think Star Wars, I think out of like, if you look at like the fandom, right? It's like, I would say that those are probably on this page of movie franchises, those are the two biggest fandoms. I mean, Lord of the Rings probably also up there.
Lord of the Rings could have won.
Lord of the Rings could have easily won if it drew a better path.
Although the new Rings of Power isn't very good, but
yeah, that for me was a big flop. But yeah, that was great. I'm not mad at the Harry Potter winning because it's obviously one of the most
you can
popular
almost
things.
carve out the Rings of Power with Lord of the Rings because I'm pretty sure the creator of Lord of the Rings. He's either really old or dead.
Oh yeah, I think the story was written in like the early 1900s. It's like a over 100-year-old story.
Yeah.
And it's obviously been adapted to.
So it's like if somebody new ruins it, it's like, can you really blame them as far as the lore and the IP?
Of course not.
Versus, Star Wars guy, what's his name, George? He sold it.
George Lucas, yeah.
George Lucas, he gave up control of it, and now it sucks. And he's like refusing to like say anything or do anything to fix it. He's just like, whatever, I got paid.
I got my bag. Yeah.
Disney, do whatever you want.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Make properties where like the timelines don't even make sense with the original trilogy. Go for it.
It's actually pretty crazy that, wow, I can't believe you did that. Well, that concludes the bracket challenge and our game portion of this podcast. Now we're going to move on to a new segment. I don't know if we're going to do advice today. I think today we're going to focus more on the last segment that we brought up in the last episode of the story of a song, right? We're music people. We're music guys. I think, we've had some gold and platinum records under our belts, right? We've had some success. I think it's good to learn stories about other successful music, and we can chat about it and maybe what we learned from it or what we could take away from that.
Let's do it.
But this one's actually really interesting because these are popular songs that aren't about what you think they are about. Very interesting. So there's a song called Total Eclipse of the Heart.
Ooh, I love this song.
Total Eclipse of the Heart by Heart, right? Is that who sings it?
Before you get into it, let's guess what we think it's about.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. That's a great idea. Okay.
I'm assuming it's about somebody that you loved but missed. Like the timing was bad. That's just a quick random guess. That's probably wrong.
Okay, I'll read you the lyrics and you're going to tell me. Oh, sorry, Bonnie Tyler. I can't believe I thought that was by Heart.
Once upon a time, I was falling apart. Now I'm only falling apart.
Every now and then I get a little bit lonely and you're never coming around. Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit tired of listening to the sound of my tears. Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit nervous that the best of all the years have gone by. Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit terrified, and then I see the look in your eyes. Turn around, bright eyes. Every now and then I fall apart. Turn around, bright eyes. Every now and then I fall apart. Then the chorus goes to,
need you now more than
and
ever.
I need you now tonight, and I need you more than ever. And if you only hold me tight, we'll be holding on forever. And we'll only be making it right, because we'll never be wrong. Together we can take it to the end of the line. Your love is like a shadow of me all the time. I don't know what to do, and I'm always in the dark. We're living in a powder keg and giving off the sparks. I really need you tonight. Forever's gonna start tonight. Forever's gonna start tonight. But now there's only love in the dark, nothing I can say. A total eclipse of the heart.
I mean, it just sounds like somebody misses somebody and they want to see them.
Here we go. Total Eclipse of the Heart is an iconic 80s love song, but did you know that the love it speaks of is a little more supernatural in flavor? That's right. The song's original title was Vampires in Love.
I knew it. She's a witch.
Pretty much. According to songwriter John Steinman dished on his original intentions for the track. With Total Eclipse of the Heart, I was trying to come up with this love song, and I remembered I actually wrote that to be a vampire love song. So it's actually a love song of two vampires.
Basically, Total Eclipse of the Heart is Twilight fan fiction.
Exactly. That's what it is. Its original title was Vampires in Love because I was working on a musical of Nosferatu. A great and original.
That's
great
actually
vampire
pretty
story.
sick. If I saw that in a musical with vampires, I'd be like,
That'd be so fire, right? If anyone's listens to the lyrics, they're really like vampire lines. It's all about the darkness, the power of darkness, and love's place in the dark. So it's literally about, how vampires live in the dark, right? And it's about being in the dark, total eclipse of the heart, because the moon. There you go. It's about vampires being in love.
If they're in the daylight, then their skin will burn or shine like diamonds, depending on the lore.
Exactly. Now, see, isn't that interesting? I mean, if you really there is almost a human obsession with. There is a human
Maybe
obsession.
we need to
with
write
that.
a song about werewolves.
Honestly, it's not a bad idea, actually. But it's really interesting to think about. Like, obviously, like they tied it to make it feel more like it could be just like about anybody, right? But I think that there's something really interesting to note how it's like they picked a specific story, a specific like aesthetic or whatever, and they just wrote every lyric in that aesthetic.
Makes me think of the song Zombie.
Cranberries.
It's very memorable. You get the visual right away.
Yeah, it's true. And like the feeling of the song matches the title of it, I think, too, which I think is so cool. This next one is actually pretty freaking crazy. Okay? The song in question is Love Song by Sarah Bareilles.
Oh, I know this one.
You know this one.
I know the story, yeah.
Oh, you do know the story.
Yes.
to read the lyrics. Head underwater, and they tell me to breathe easy for a while. The breathing gets harder. Even I know that made room for me. It's too soon to see if I'm happy in your hands. I'm unusually hard to hold on to. Blank stares at blank pages. No easy way to say this. You mean well, but you make this hard on me. I'm not going to write you a love song because you asked for it, because you need one. You see, I'm not going to write you a love song because you tell me it's make or break in this if you're on your way. I'm not going to write you to stay if all you have is leaving. I'm going to need a better reason to write you a love song today.
And the reason she wrote this song is she had the album, and
Yeah.
the label said, we think the album is good, but you need a love song before the album is done.
Yep.
Which is amazing, because if you listen to the lyrics, like blank stares at blank pages.
Wow. So good.
And I mean, it makes sense as far as, oh, you want me to write a love song when you're not like feeling it, you know, because then it just feels inauthentic. So it's a super clever way of like, how do I write a love song that's authentic to how I'm feeling right now, which is basically like frustrated that you're forced to do something creative.
Wow.
It's kind of like making the best out of the situation you're in, but like still somehow having principles. Like, how do I play ball but still like maintain my creative integrity?
Wow.
Pretty baller move, you know?
I have like, after learning that story now, because I didn't know that story. After learning that, I have so much more respect. I already loved this song, but that's so genius. That is so genius. It's just like, it was really what she was going through. But once again, she flipped it into thinking that it was something, you know, similar to the other thing. She wrote it about something completely different, but ended up connecting in a different way with more people.
And she kind of expressed her real feelings, like head underwater. You know, it's kind of like that pressure of you're trying to make it in this music business.
Yeah.
And there's that pressure of we need this, otherwise your career might not work.
Yeah, I know. And I mean, yeah, blank stares at blank pages. I mean, there's so many great lyrics in there too. It's like, that's really what goes on, you know? And it's back then too, was also like, they would paint the picture of like, if you weren't signed to a label, you didn't have any chance, you know, like, and she came up big with her biggest hit. I wonder how many streams that song has. I feel like that's probably got to be, because I feel like that song was so big.
And songwriting used to be much more of a job.
Yeah.
You know, like Motown era, there would be buildings.
You could make a lot more money in back then too. It was a different era. There was so much more money in music.
Because music was essentially only the radio and like people
Yeah.
buying vinyls and stuff like that. But I'm saying there was buildings of songwriters, and you're just like essentially clocking in every day.
Wow.
You just go into a building, there's like 10 other songwriters there. They work for a publishing company or a label, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They just write their song or two a day, and then they leave. And they're only writing with like piano and lyrics. There's no production.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Because back then there was no like, oh, let's make a quick beat. Like nowadays, it's like we can literally pull up a whole orchestra in 30 seconds.
The writing was essentially, here's my lyrics and here's the melodies that go with it and the chords that go under it. And so you can write it on sheet music, basically. So then you can copyright it and then pitch it to different people and sell the song in different ways.
Insane.
And now it's like you pretty much have to make a 98% sounding finished record for something to get cut.
Wow. It's insane.
You almost have to be somewhat of a producer now.
Oh, absolutely. There's no way you can't be one.
I've definitely noticed that a lot more in doing sessions in LA and things where songwriters that are really good top liners, melodies, and lyrics, they're getting more into production.
Yeah.
And it's like more of a normal thing. Whereas when I first came to LA 2012, 2014, it wasn't like that. There was like always a producer, and then there was a bunch of writers that they didn't even know how to like work a computer.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no.
Or like record themselves.
Well, I think that also goes into the fact of like you can't survive as a songwriter financially. It's almost impossible to survive.
But even I remember, you know, whatever era this was, but Bonnie McKee and her being like, yeah, I got really good at recording myself on Pro Tools and like editing my own vocals and things like that. And that time, it was considered unheard of.
Yeah.
And now it's like, well, yeah, congratulations. It's not that hard.
Yeah, now, I mean, they've made it. Well, also technology has made it significantly easier for people to do that. Back then, you needed a studio. You needed access to Pro Tools, and that was not in everybody's bedroom.
It's like if you were a good female writer 10 years ago and you were like, I can also engineer myself. You're like, wow, you're so talented.
Yeah.
And now you'd be like, okay, who
Yeah,
cares?
right. Yeah, it's like, oh, cool, that's great. Nice. Yeah, now it's like a more trivial thing. Here we go. Pumped Up Kicks.
I know a little bit about this one.
Okay. Do you know this? Do you know the story of what it's about?
Yes.
Who would have thought that Pumped Up Kicks by Foster the People was about anything but being a teenager with cool shoes? As it transpires, the song is actually about a school shooting. Lead singer Mark Foster wrote the song after reading about the rise in mental illness amongst teenagers. I kind of wrote the song to bring awareness to the issue. That sort of thing keeps happening more and more in our country. It's kind of turning into an epidemic. To me, that epidemic isn't gun violence. The epidemic is lack of family, lack of love, and isolation. Kids who don't have anywhere to go or anyone to talk to, and that's what makes them snap. So the song is actually about a school shooting.
I respect he didn't make it like a political thing because that kind of ruins it a little bit.
Yeah.
If it's like, I wrote this song because we need to ban all guns.
Yeah, no, it was more or less just like, hey, this is a serious issue. I mean, Robert's got a quick hand. He'll look around the room. He won't tell you his plan. He's got a rolled cigarette hanging out his mouth. He's a cowboy kid. Yeah, he found a 6-shooter gun in his dad's closet with a box of fun things. I don't even know what, but he's coming for you. Yeah, he's coming for you. Wait, all the other kids with the pumped up kicks, better run, run, run. Better outrun my gun. All the other kids with the pumped up kicks, you better run, run, run faster than my bullet.
Yeah, it gives like an insight to the psyche of what a kid going through that would be like, you know, because
Right.
it just essentially bullying turned on its head. We're like, you used to bully me? Good luck.
Yeah.
Or you made fun of me because you had all the nice things and I didn't?
Good luck. Yeah. That's actually really interesting. I mean, I had assumed that it was about that. But I didn't know like the exact specifics of it.
And the style of which he wrote it, it's almost it's like westernized. Cowboy kid. He's got a
Yeah.
6-shooter or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's pretty insane. And I mean, and that song is like so interesting because like Foster the People, like at that time they were just, you know, an indie band, and that song became one of the biggest songs in the world. So it's kind of like an underdog story too.
It is weird.
They're DJs now. Did you know that?
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Isn't that kind of sick?
I don't get it.
They DJ like disco music,
Oh, that's cool.
like funky music,
That makes sense.
like indie electronic music. It's really cool. Last one, Paper Planes. Do you know what that's about?
MIA?
Yep.
No, I don't. Fill me in.
Here we go. So this one's actually really interesting. You'd be totally forgiven for thinking that Paper Planes was about getting high and shooting guns and getting money. And as much fun as it is to mime the gun action along with the chorus's shots, it turns out that there's a far deeper and more interesting meaning behind MIA's hit. MIA herself has said that the song is about the role she experienced with the U.S. government during her attempts to enter the country. People don't really feel like immigrants or refugees contribute to culture in any way, that they're just leeches that suck from whatever. America is so obsessed with money. Yeah, they're always giving me a hard time. When I wrote it, I'd just gotten in New York after waiting a long time, and that's why I wrote it, just to have a dig. It's funny. Let me look at the lyrics.
Yeah, look at the lyrics.
Paper Planes, MIA. I'll read them to you. I fly like paper, get high like planes. If you catch me at the border, I got visas in my name. If you come around here, I make them all day. I get one done in a second if you wait. Catch me at the border, I got visas in my name, blah, blah, blah. I got one done in a second if you wait. Sometimes I think sitting on trains. Every stop I get to clocking that game. Everyone's a winner. We're making our fame. Bonafide hustler making my name. Because all I want to do is and take your money. Bonafide hustler making my name. It's actually interesting because she's actually like mocking at the fact. She's saying that's what, like they saying all I want to do is and take your money. Like it's actually interesting.
It's interesting how the song's almost like more relevant now.
Yeah.
So like what's going on?
I know. It's really, really interesting.
Yeah, MIA is really cool. I know Diplo produced that song, and I also watched a podcast where she was talking about how the label did not, they kind of wanted to leave that song off the album, but it was her favorite song. And
Really?
she's like, this song needs to be on the album.
Wow.
And she really pushed for it, and it became like the sleeper viral hit.
I mean, that's
her
like
big
a
hit.
that's like a cult classic as well. I mean, I feel like that is what really sent her into superstardom.
And it is a testament to being one of those songs where I listened to it probably in middle school or high school, maybe early high school, probably early high school. And nobody knew what the song was about at all. But just the melody of it, how it used all these crazy sound effects hadn't really been done at the time. Like you have gunshots, you have like a money, like cha-ching, like a, you know.
Yeah.
It was very unique production.
And her vocal also was like, her vocal delivery is so unbelievable on that song. She's saying it with so much conviction, and like she really, like, you really believe her, you know, which I think is like, she has so much attitude. She has so much, like, she embodies like what the song means. And I think that also, it's like you can feel that in the song. And I think that's what helps sells the song.
It kind of goes back to what we were talking about pumped up kicks, because it's like you have these really catchy songs. They sound happy almost, but the lyrics are kind of about something completely different.
Yeah.
It's like everyone, and like Foster the People, pumped up kicks, is almost like gang vocally. It makes you want to sing, like campfire vibes, and
Right.
it's about a school shooting. Like,
Right. Yeah.
like
All these other kids with the pop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah. And I mean, this is like, obviously, like Paper Planes is kind of like more of a party song, but it's literally about mocking people, mocking immigrants, people that mock immigrants.
a lot
It's
of good
crazy.
examples of specific lyrical content that's niche but ends up becoming big hits.
Yeah.
Classics.
And we talked about this too. And I think it's also important to note that, you know, I was watching this interview with Metro Boomin and Timbaland, and what he said in the interview was, he was like, there's a big difference between hits and classics. Hits are songs that maybe they climb up the charts, or like they get to a certain point, but then eventually they kind of subside, you know? But classics, they stick around forever. Maybe they didn't get as high on the chart, or maybe they, like, I don't know, peaked somewhere that was in the middle, but they stand the test of time. And I think that classics are the ones that actually make a cultural impact, rather than just like, oh, this song is really catchy, I'm just going to loop this over and over and over again. You know, it's a big difference.
There's a lot of like big pop songs that had more generic lyrics, and then they kind of fade away over time.
Yeah, they always do.
But it's like pumped up kicks will just be around forever because of how unique it sounds. Or like the Paper
One
Planes.
of one. I think it's about creating songs that are one of one. And it's like, that's the only place in the world where you can get, like, Paper Planes is like, if I think about all the songs in the world, there are so few songs that sound anywhere near Paper Planes. And none of them are as good as Paper Planes. So it's like, if you want to feel how you felt when you first heard Paper Planes for the first time, the only song you can listen to is Paper Planes. That's it. There's no, like, but it's like, if I want to listen to a progressive house song about that one time when I was, you know, when I was 16 or 17 and I first heard progressive house for the first time, there's a million progressive house songs that I can go listen to that all sound similar, but there's only one Paper Planes. And that's, I think, the difference, making songs that are classics.
I think too, if you're in the industry and you're making music all the time, you're writing, producing, whatever, as like a industry person, you want to make something that excites you. And once you're like, oh, I know these 4 chords, this simple progression. Oh, it's a song about these couple universal concepts that everyone writes songs about. You get bored. So you're just like,
Yeah.
you're like, what's going to excite me?
Yeah.
I think those are those kind of records, like Paper Planes with like Diplo and MIA, where that like the label didn't get it.
Yeah.
But those are
The label most of the time never gets it, because they're thinking about it from the lens of like, what's going to make us the most money? What's going to give us the highest chance? What's the least amount of risk that we can do? And what's the least amount of risk that we can we can dump $150,000, $200,000, $1 million, whatever they want to spend into it, and it's going to give us the highest rate of return. And that's not taking a lot of risks. So, but I mean, a lot of these songs, that's why a lot of them are rejected at first, but then they come out and then they end up becoming bigger. But I think it's because the people decided that it was a hit, you know?
And if you're someone like MIA who's made all these songs, or Diplo who produces all these songs,
Yep.
doing or Sarah Bareilles, just
Mhm.
a generic love song, those things aren't going to excite you.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, how can I put a different spin on it?
Right. And normally, if they're not going to excite you, why would they excite the people? Like, why would they excite the person who's watching this right now, or you, or why would they get excited about it? You know? So it's interesting. Interesting things to think about as we write more songs. Well, that's it for me. It's concluded my portion of this this podcast, the games and the stories of a song.
You want to react to some clips?
Yeah, let's do it. Show me some stuff, bro. What do you got? Couch Commanders, episode 6.
Couch Commanders. I did just real quick want to touch on this because we do talk sports sometimes.
Oh, yeah, we're big sports guys.
You're from Boston.
Boston.
I'm from St. Louis. There's no NBA team there, but I do love basketball. But
Who is the NBA team for St. Louis? Like, who would you root for? Who's like the closest one?
the Bulls maybe.
Chicago?
People in St. Louis don't root for Chicago, but they just follow like college basketball.
Oh, interesting. Like, who would you root for? You'd root for like Mizzou? Yeah. Interesting. What about like the Pelicans or something? No.
That's super far away.
Yeah, it is far.
So yeah, we have. I'm not going to show you the video just because NBA copyrights or whatever. But Bronny James scores his first NBA career points for the Lakers when they were playing the Cavs, which is cool.
Wow.
But yeah, I was curious what you thought about this whole narrative. LeBron James and his son, they're making history. Father and son duo never happened in NBA history. They did, I think on opening night, they played together for 5 minutes or something, and he didn't score any points, but they wanted to get it out of the way. Let's make history and then essentially send Bronny James back to the G League.
Yep.
But here he actually scored. He hit a mid-range jumper. It looked nice. Scored a bucket. He's officially NBA.
And they took him out of the game.
Yeah, I don't think he was playing that well, but he scored some points.
Good for him. I mean, here's what I will say. What's the Lakers' record?
They've actually been doing really good this year.
Okay.
They started out 3-0, and then I think they lost their fourth game against the Suns, and it was like neck and neck. Like they could have won.
And then they won this game.
I think they did. I'm not sure.
So they're like 3-1 or 4-1 or something like that.
Yeah, they had a hot start, and they were looking really good.
Okay. So I will say this. I think that Bronny being in the NBA, LeBron is going to have one of his best seasons ever.
Yeah, that's how I felt. He came out super hard. He had a game where he had a 30-point triple-double.
Because he feels like he's got to like show his son. Like, you know what I mean? Like he's got to like be like, all right, Bronny, like I got you, buddy. Like, let me show you.
There's like leading the team, and then there's leading your family.
Yeah.
It's like a different level.
It's different, bro. I think LeBron is going to have one of his best seasons. I think that the Lakers are actually going to have a really good season. Do I think that Bronny is the next LeBron James?
Nah.
Of course not. But I mean, not to say he could probably contribute in some way.
Here's the other thing too. Bronny is only going to play cleanup minutes, which means if they're losing horribly, or if they're up by like 20.
Yeah, garbage time. Yeah.
So the first game when they put him in, which is smart, JJ Redick, he put him in the second quarter, end of second quarter, they were up by 15, 20 points.
Yeah.
So how are you going to do that? You have to be pushed. You got
to push LeBron.
You got to push the lead.
Yeah.
I have to earn playing time for my son by getting 30-point triple doubles.
You know, I will say this. Props to JJ Redick. I think JJ Redick's doing an amazing job. He's doing a great job of managing ratings, managing like the whole thing that comes with LeBron and his son. He's managing the storyline masterfully, but he's also winning games, you know? And I think that is a hard thing to do, especially when you have superstars like LeBron James, and literally, arguably, in my opinion, the greatest basketball player of all time. So I think it's interesting to know. It'll be interesting to see Bronny's development too. He could develop into a solid NBA player. I mean, he has everything at his disposal. I mean, he's clearly scored in an NBA game. Like that's what a lot of people couldn't do that. You know what I mean? So I don't think he's a scrub. Do I think he's like a star? Probably not. But I mean, nothing's
It's got to be motivation too, where say he didn't get drafted, LeBron could have retired next year maybe.
Right.
But now that he's in, if he sees even a little bit of progression, he's he scored his first point. Oh, he scored his first 10 points. Oh, he's like actually playing off the bench.
He's like balling. Like
Then
he's
he's like, I'm gonna play a couple more years.
yeah. I think that'll push LeBron. I think LeBron he wants to play as long as he can. I think he has like that same thing that like Tom Brady had, where it's like he doesn't want to hang it up. I don't think for a while, and especially if his son is playing and his son is on the team with him. I don't know, man. It could be really interesting to see how it progresses. But
yeah, shout out Dalton Connect too, who's been playing pretty good as a rookie. Great jumper. He's the guy they signed in the first round.
Oh wow.
Bronny James was their second round draft pick, and yeah, they've been looking good.
Wow, it's amazing. Yeah, good on the Lakers, man. I think the Lakers actually probably be pretty good this year. So we'll see. But I think it's gonna ignite the beast in LeBron. I really do. I really think it'll ignite the beast in LeBron. Man, what more you got, bro? What more you got, man?
Dude, what the hell? Okay, here we go.
Bling, bling, bling. Technical difficulties.
I just want you to react to some of these.
Oh, yeah, show me.
This is supposed to be, whether it's real or not, it's supposed to be the most amazing drone pilot to ever exist.
Okay.
So he's flying a drone.
Oh. Wow. From the remote controller, huh? Wow.
Yeah, it looks like an Xbox controller.
Bro, that is crazy.
Oh
my God, at those speeds too.
The thing is too,
oh wow, that's crazy.
This is believable. Like the technology that we have now.
Oh, that's definitely real.
I mean, you see the drones where they do it at the end of festivals where they spell out a shape and they're completely...
dude, drone technology is insane. It's insane. Wow, that's like really skilled though. I mean, I feel like that's like you look at all these like military people and stuff, like they have to fly these drones with like crazy precision. It's like pretty insane, pretty intense.
They time lapse this spider.
Oh wow,
gotta give you the good Halloween content.
Wow. Oh wow. Oh, so it's building its web.
Yeah.
Spiders are they're actually like really, really vital to human life. Spiders are.
Yeah, when I was growing up, my room was in the basement and it felt great. It was like privacy.
Yeah.
But then eventually I had a cricket problem.
Oh.
And I had a lot of spiders. I used to kill the spiders because they would make little webs. But then the crickets would keep me up all night.
Oh.
I'd be sleeping, you hear a little chirp, chirp, and it would drive me insane. I'd be like hunting them all over my room because I just wanted to sleep. And then I let the spiders do their thing.
Oh, wow. So you were killing the spiders.
Yes. No more crickets. No more issues. And I was like, you know what? Spiders aren't that bad. What did a spider ever do to me? They didn't keep me up all night.
Wow. Yeah, no, spiders are very, very important to the cycle of the ecosystem.
It's the circle of life.
Na, 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 na. Wow. That was beautiful.
In the spirit of Halloween.
Halloween. Oh, yeah, I saw this video.
You did?
How does he do that?
I have no idea.
That is crazy. Oh my God.
Do you think this guy just has like the worst posture when he's doing this?
I don't know how he's doing that.
Like he's basically like walking in like a chair position. He has to be what? Okay, this one's a little crazy.
How does he do that?
But when he puts it back on, that's where it's like, how did he do that? Look, this part. He has to be in a chair position and then he just stands up. But then how does I don't know. I don't get it. How does he do it?
Bro, that's my it's pretty amazing though. I think it's interesting to, I mean, obviously I'm a big costume guy, but I think that Maybe there's some magic, like some sort of magic.
It's voodoo. It's got to be voodoo.
No, not like supernatural magic. It's like prop magic, you know? Oh shoot.
But is this magic?
What's this?
Imagine if you saw this. It was
Oh, he's zooming in.
like 1,000 years ago.
Oh, what the Oh shoot.
Dude, people are so crazy.
Oh my god, that is so freaking sick.
I think it's something to do with
How did you do
the
that?
friction, or it just stays on fire. It has to do with the friction, I think, with the sheath. Like, you know, if you start a fire, it's like flint. Like he has I don't know. You get what I'm saying? It has to be something like that.
So, but when he pulls it out,
It makes a spark and then sets it all on fire. Like it's maybe he douses it with gasoline and then
yeah.
I don't know.
That is such a sick shot. Wow. That's actually like crazy. Like the what's it called behind that? The logistics behind that to make sure you don't burn your hand off. I feel like that's like super intense. Oh shoot. Was this like Red Bull or something?
There you go. You're signed to Red Bull Records.
Oh yeah, I am
You
signed
should
to Red
be
Bull.
used to this.
Yeah, I should be.
The title of this is BMX.
Wow.
BMX tricks are getting out of hand.
Dude, these people are so talented. Man, one time I was at the Red Bull HQ office. I am signed to Red Bull. And I was at the Red Bull HQ office in LA, in Santa Monica. And there was this guy that was ripping stuff on a half pipe. They had like a half pipe in the parking lot. And these guys are so freaking talented. It's insane. And they literally risk injury, like intense injury.
Do you feel bad for Tony Hawk? He has all these back problems, and
Oh, does he? I mean,
there's a whole documentary about it where he can't stop skating, but his body is just broken.
oh my God. I mean, he was so revolutionary for not only just like the skateboarding, like the sport, but just like the whole movement of skate, like everything about it, the attitude, the music,
Yeah, and I guess
the
there's
fashion.
basically no money in it now.
Really.
Yeah, there's just no industry. Like they all just kind of cashed out on Tony Hawk Pro Skater, and there's just not a market for it anymore.
It's really
Like
sad.
people that skate, like kids, young people that skate is way down. Like the people buying boards, that whole thing. Like people just don't really skate anymore.
Wow. Because I think it's like skateboarding is not like you can't really commercialize. Like skateboarding it's one of those things that's like it's hard to make money off of skateboarding.
That's what I'm saying. It has to all be sponsors. So there needs to
Yeah.
be attention. Everything is an attention economy now. So
Yeah.
there's like the NBA. How do they make money? It's TV. What TV network is there going to be for skateboarding? It's like the X Games that happens every few years or whatever it is. And I'm sure that doesn't get crazy ratings.
Yeah, but also like how many tricks can you do? You know what I mean? Like it eventually comes to a point where it's like what they're gonna do an extra twist. You know what I mean? Like
It's a little bit different from like head-to-head competition to where, you know, one-on-one, you know,
yeah, true.
like contact sports,
Yeah, true.
a little bit more exciting. So I have my local hero to show you. I won't show you the whole thing because it can get a little violent, but we all need hope, you know.
Wow, you're a local hero. Is it Enrique Iglesias?
This lady is getting attacked
Oh my God.
in an elevator.
By who? Some random guy?
And
Oh,
he saves her. And this takes balls. You're in an elevator. And watch this. He saves the lady. He saves the lady, lets her get by. And then he stays in the elevator with this guy.
oh my God. And he just wails on him.
Watch this. The doors just close and he's like, you're staying here. And then eventually the guy's just like, okay. I give up. Okay. You got me. Look, okay, he didn't need to kick him right there.
Wow.
Okay, he's going. He went in more than he had to.
Wow, that guy deserved it though.
Yeah, he was attacking that lady.
Wow. What a hero.
Heroes do exist. When a hero comes
Comes
along.
along. Wow, that's different than the other hero from your favorite song.
Do you ever watch these and just think,
If I was in that spot, what would I do?
Yeah, what would I do?
I don't know what I'd do, bro.
Or the BMX videos and be like, man, I'm really not that talented.
Yeah, no. I feel like it's like, I would depend on the situation, obviously. I would obviously intervene if it was if it was a matter of like life or death or a serious situation. But
that segues me to my next video. Do you think you could do this?
Do I think I could do this?
I'm about to show you.
Okay, here we go.
Just holding on with one
Hell
hand,
no.
drinking from his bottle.
This might be the G-est thing that I've seen.
Wow. What a badass.
Wow. No way I could do that.
There's a couple things that come through my mind when I watch it is, does this horse want to be rode? Is the horse running away? Is he like, get off me, little man?
Or is he like...
Or they're
let's get some
homies.
sick
This is like a
content.
training. Like they're used to this. So like, yeah, let's have our little game that we play. You know, what do you think the vibe is?
I think he's down. I think the horse
think
is down.
he's down?
He looked like he was down.
Yeah, he didn't look pissed. I guess horses can like kick you off, but he's running full speed.
He's like, let's put on a show.
He probably gets on, makes him run full speed while he's on him, gets off, then gets back on.
Wow.
That's my theory.
Wow.
But I mean, he had like a Coke, the Topo Chico in his hand. How do you do all that? It seems like a lot to balance.
Oh my God. That was incredible. That was so incredible.
Do you feel talentless yet?
I feel like I have talent, but I feel like I don't have like a weird talent like that. That's such an interesting talent. Like, what kind of talents do you have? Well, you know, I can ride a horse. Oh wow, like no, like with one arm and then he sprints. Like I don't know how to explain that to a person.
But do you have this talent?
What else you got? Oh hell yeah.
Dude, people have too much time on their hands.
That's actually baller.
Hey, man.
Wow, it's so baller.
I mean, like, do you think he's renting this for Halloween? Or he just owns this and he's like, well, I guess I have to be Hagrid every Halloween.
Yeah, I think he's got to be like a neighborhood legend, I think.
Yeah, that has a sidecar.
Yeah. He's got to be a neighborhood legend, and he probably does this every year.
It'd be pretty sick to have a little sidecar.
A sidecar would be actually kind of cool.
I love Harry Potter with the beard, though, and like long,
Yeah.
scraggly hair. Like, who the hell is that guy? He didn't really lean into the costume too hard.
Yeah, I know. Like, he didn't even embody the character. Shout out Harry Potter, won the movie bracket challenge earlier.
He's using the umbrella as his wand. Remember?
That's actually... Oh, wow. I really like that. It's actually interesting. Wow.
Oh, I have something way more interesting for you now.
Okay, go. What do you got?
I don't know why, but these things always interest me because people live in their bubbles. We're on the internet. We don't know how our food is made. We just order things on Amazon and they show up on our door.
Yep.
But this is what it takes for us to live in these abundant lifestyles. It takes things like this. It's a mobile bridge.
Wow.
We just go about our lives, order things, they ring our doorbell, and it's there. But these people have to orchestrate traffic.
Wow.
And boats and shipments. Pretty wild.
That's insane. That's actually really...
I don't know.
I didn't know that they could do that. I knew that bridges could move, but I didn't know that they could completely move in the water like that.
It might be in somewhere in Scandinavia or like, I don't know, Norway.
That looks like
Sweden, something like that.
Yeah, that looks like a highly affluent society that has a lot of time on their hands. But I mean, yeah, wow, that's amazing.
This is probably like near Christian.
Yeah,
Christian probably lives right over there.
Yeah. Maybe that's.
It's like
Well,
next to his island.
would you know Sweden? 287,000 islands. It's an archipelago, which means
It's probably Sweden.
yeah, it might be
It
Sweden.
says Lefkada Island. Floating bridge of Agia Mavra Lefkada Island.
How do you spell it?
Lefkada Island.
Lefkada.
Are you scared of heights?
Oh, Greece.
Oh,
No,
it's Greece. Wow,
No.
that's beautiful.
that's really cool.
I don't know why it's more beautiful to me now that I know it's Greece.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, Greece, so beautiful.
You're not scared of heights.
No, not at all.
All right, cool. Then you'll be fine.
Oh shoot. Oh man, base jumping. Wow.
I don't. Do you get in trouble for this? How do
You
people
have to. There's no way you don't. I think that is illegal.
you just jump off of buildings and nothing happens to you, and you post the video online? It seems so crazy.
Oh, I've seen that video of that guy.
This is a hot air balloon, so maybe this is a little bit different. But wow, I have a couple friends that do this. Actually, they jump out of hot air balloons.
Wow. Yeah, I always thought that base jumping was really cool.
You can do it. You're gonna try it sometime.
I don't think I would ever try it, but I think that I would definitely.
Oh my God, he's with his girlfriend, or they're just friends. I don't know. Just jump to conclusions.
See, that for me, I think would be.
Oh, the Hogwarts.
Oh my God. Oh, that's actually really epic.
Wow, what?
Oh,
my
that's
gosh. You have to jump through a
crazy.
cloud. You have no idea. That's insane.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of heights. I think I would. Have you gone skydiving?
No, never.
I would definitely go skydiving. I would do that for sure. I feel like I would go skydiving and then I would see how I felt about skydiving. And if I liked it, then I would maybe pursue it more and see what that feels like.
I think it's one of those things like tattoos where you get addicted to it.
Yeah, the adrenaline rush, the dopamine
Although
rush.
most people I know that have done it, they want to do it again, except for my friend Kevin. Kevy. He did it once. He was like, I'm good.
He just did it one time.
He's
Yeah.
like, it was the scariest thing I've ever done.
Really, yeah. I think you just never know how you're going to react until you actually like put yourself in the situation. You know what I mean?
Maybe it's just a personality type, you know?
Could also be that too. I mean, I'm definitely like a thrill seeker. Like, I like to like walk to the edge of the cliff and like put my foot over it. Like, I've always been kind of like that.
Well, I have some more heroes for you.
Go. I like heroes. Will you be my hero, baby?
He's trying to save somebody from this building while it's flooding.
Oh my God. Where is that? It's probably,
Like an island or something.
yeah, it looks like from one of the hurricanes. Wow. He gets in. How does he know somebody's in there?
I think it's dark too, and there's like a helicopter light on him.
It's like helping him. Wow.
Imagine doing this in general, but then doing it when there's flooding. Like it's dark, you can't see anything.
Oh my God. What is that? What is he giving them? Like a life raft or something? Wow.
Some hurricane stuff, I guess.
Yeah, it looks like from one of the hurricanes. Oh, he's sending them in there because it's safe in there, I guess. Wow.
Says hero shatters a glass door to reunite a family from flooding in Valencia, Spain.
I was in Spain.
Yeah, it was in Spain.
When did they have bad floods like that? That's crazy.
But since we're on the heroes, imagine if you're doing this trick and luckily you had a friend that was looking out for you.
Well, doing lots of flips. Oh,
Slow motion.
wow.
He goes off. I don't know if they plan this, but it looks like he goes right off the edge of the trampoline.
Oh my God. That was a crazy throw.
I guess, this is what you don't see, like the training. You see these gymnasts and you're like, wow, they're so talented. How do they learn how to do these tricks?
Yeah, well, they screw up a bunch of times and almost break their back. Wow.
And they have spotters.
Yeah, that dude saved his freaking back. He's so high too.
It's an interesting thing because, a lot of people talk about the gender gap or gender divide, but nobody cares about male gymnasts. Let's be real.
Yeah, I mean, those dudes are jacked though.
And they do
They do crazy.
They're just as
stuff.
athletic as the girls. They're just, nobody cares because men don't want to watch
Other guys.
buff dudes doing flips.
Yeah.
We'll watch,
Yeah.
athletic women doing flips, I guess. But
But not men doing it.
yeah, talking about buff dudes.
Oh my God.
This is a mountain goat.
Oh my God, it's Tom Brady. That's crazy.
It's the goat.
It's Tom Brady. Whoa.
He legit looks like a horse.
He's freaking yoked.
Wow. Just eating grass all day.
Oh my god! See, this is proof that you don't need to eat meat, guys.
Just eating aluminum cans. Well,
Oh
you know,
my
goats,
God.
they probably also have like 10 stomachs, but yeah.
Yo, that thing is so jacked.
That could be you one day.
Yeah, I know. I feel like I have to work a lot harder than he did, though.
He
Wow.
just ate grass and garbage.
Wow. That's impressive. It's impressive to see like animals like, because it's like normally like what did he do to get that buff?
He hiked. He hiked all day, every day.
Do you know what I mean though? It's like why is that goat abnormally bigger than everybody else? Like
Maybe it's an elevation thing, like elevation training.
he has like those masks on.
Yeah, you know, like Jokic.
Oh, right. Yeah, actually, that's actually a
Denver.
good point.
I don't know. Did that make you feel small though?
Definitely. I mean, like, I feel like if I wonder where that was. It was probably like in Switzerland or something. But I think that,
Does this make you feel small?
oh, is that a door? Holy shit. That's crazy.
It makes me jealous. This is like,
yo, that's fire. Imagine me like, hey guys, welcome to my house.
I know, it makes me jealous. Like people that have giant trucks and it's like an ego thing.
Bro.
Like they're compensating for
I
something.
want a big ass door.
Yeah. We got to make this a thing.
Oh, wow.
Let's normalize big doors.
That's so fire. If like when I make millions of dollars someday, I'm going to get a huge ass door in my house.
How tall are those ceilings though? It's got to be like 30-foot ceilings.
That door is crazy.
So much wasted space.
Yeah, so much.
You put like 3 floors, but you're just like,
Wow.
I want to show people my huge door. Hey,
Wow.
babe, hey, baby, you like that door?
Hey, baby. Can you imagine being like, it's like you like Amazon. It's like, leave it at the big door. Like, I mean, I don't even know. Wow. Imagine like stumbling in drunk one night and you got to open that door. It's like, ugh.
I haven't listened to this yet, so hopefully it's good.
Pretty hard.
Take my breath away.
Oh, wow. You guys are pretty fire.
They're pretty like cuddled up in the back there. What is this building? It looks like it's gonna fall over like any second. Like just one big gust of wind, and it's over.
What's the guy with the shovel doing? Is he the snare?
I think so. Yeah.
It's just it's delayed, but
No, they're pretty good.
wow, they're actually really good. They my wet away. I love those guys. That actually might be my favorite video. Believe it or not.
Wow. Okay.
I think it's just so wholesome. It's so raw. It's just a bunch of dudes just like being dudes, just like making bangers.
Dudes just being dudes.
Dudes just being dudes, bro. Just like
Hard-
couch commanders.
Hard day of work. Let's take a quick break and just bust out on a song.
Yeah. And like I think that the song selection actually plays a big part into like that being funny and endearing. It's like Take My Breath Away. Like, isn't that like a song from like the 60s or something? It's like an old song, no?
No, I think it's like 80s.
Take my breath away. Who's that by? Curious.
No, 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 no.
Take my breath away. Bum 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 bum. 1986. You're right.
Nailed it. I knew it.
By Jojo Siwa. Just kidding.
Oh my God. Karma's a.
It's by Berlin. Song by Berlin. They won him.
What was up with the era where just all the bands were named after a city?
Boston.
Berlin, Chicago.
Wow. That's crazy. What are some other ones?
I have no idea.
We have Boston. I mean, you know, Boston. Boston, Chicago. Bands named after cities. Wow. Kansas.
Oh, I forgot about Kansas.
Kansas.
Legend.
Yeah, remember Kansas? Wow. That's crazy. Alabama.
I have more for you.
Go. Hit me.
Oh crap.
Take my breath away. Boom, 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 boom.
I guess we have to get the winners of Halloween out of the way.
Get him out.
This guy might be the winner.
Oh my God, he's a camera.
Like how? He took the photo and it's on the back. Like how did he do that? Do you think people just have too much time on their hands at this point?
Oh, I mean, bro, that's crazy. I mean, obviously, it seems like he has a TV strapped to his back, and then he's probably actually taking the picture, but then the picture probably just goes straight to, wow. I mean, yeah, I think it's genuinely people just have too much time on their hand.
It is kind of thing with entertainment where Halloween becomes the biggest day of the year for you.
Yeah, I know.
It's like your moment to dress up and have attention or
yeah, I mean, it's your moment to be a star, right? Or it's your moment to like,
let me show you what I'm good at.
yeah, right.
If you go to these lengths, do you have to whip out this costume multiple times?
Oh my God, this is a yearly thing. This is like part of your personality.
And where do you store this?
Yeah, right. It's like I don't even know.
This guy lives in New York in like a tiny box apartment. It's just these huge camera costumes.
That's insane. Wow. Props to him though. It's really creative. What makes you wake up one day and you're gonna be like, yo, I got a sick idea. I'm gonna be a camera for Halloween.
And how long did that take?
I mean, that is nuts. It takes a lot of thought to do that. Wow.
Could have been working. Could have been making money.
Yeah, it's true.
Maybe he works at a camera shop.
Maybe
a costume shop.
Yeah, maybe it's part of his brand.
I used to have a job that had access to costumes.
You did? Where?
I used to be a superhero.
You're still a superhero.
Oh, thank you. For kids' parties. So.
Really?
Yeah, I thought I told you this.
Was this when you first moved to LA?
Superman, Batman, Iron Man, Spider-Man, Ninjago, all of them. The Avengers, sometimes there'd be multiple heroes come together.
Really?
Yeah.
This was when you first moved to LA?
2012, 2013.
Wow. Did you get paid good?
Yeah. Got paid like 50, 60 bucks an hour.
That's great.
And then sometimes you get tips.
Dude, that's great. Like imagine that like 10 years ago.
I did some celebrity parties, Khloe Kardashian's kid, some Sheiks, things like that. Christina Aguilera's kid. Tobey Maguire's kid.
Were they there?
I was at a random party. I don't know if it was Christina Aguilera's kid or what, but I was Spider-Man. And then this little girl comes up to me. You're not the real Spider-Man. I'm like, what? Yeah, I am. My dad's the real Spider-Man. And then we're at some shop or some like play place in LA. And then people, don't worry about her. That's Tobey Maguire's daughter. And I'm like, oh, okay. You know, when you first start doing it, you're getting these costumes and you don't just expect to get heckled by 8-year-olds.
That's a crazy cool story.
Yeah, Tobey Maguire's daughter shaming me for not being the real Spider-Man.
Bro, that is such a cool story.
Well, I didn't get to meet Toby, but...
Oh, was he wasn't there? He wasn't at the party?
No. It wasn't his daughter's party. It wasn't.
Oh, she was just invited.
Exactly. It wasn't his daughter's birthday.
Was Christina Aguilera there?
Yeah. I can't remember if this was the same party or a different party. But it might have been Christina Aguilera's son's party and Tobey Maguire's daughter's invited, which is like, Hollywood's weird, man.
That is so crazy.
Like, what a weird place. Like, why are Tobey Maguire and Christina Aguilera friends?
Oh my God, the real Spider-Man.
It just doesn't
Christina
seem
Aguilera are friends. Wow.
they should be friends.
Wow.
So I have another one.
Hit me.
It's a seal getting saved, but he almost got eaten by orcas.
Oh, I think I have seen this video.
It's pretty creepy. Yeah, you look in the water and they're right there. Like, wow.
Oh my
You just
God.
ruined my meal. Oh my God.
Oh my God. And they're chasing it still.
Jeez. They're going to get angry because they're hungry.
Oh no. Wait. Well, how does it end? Does he go back in?
Of course, this is Australia or something. Bunch of Aussies.
Oh my God, bro. Oh, it's
You
so,
can just see the fear in his eyes.
it's so cute though.
So I guess they got him out of danger. It's the most Aussie thing I've ever seen. Like, hey, we want to go save some seals today.
Yeah, like that's pretty sick. Wow, I can't believe that's like, if I saw an orca, I'd actually probably be pretty genuinely scared because orcas are so freaking smart, bro. Like they like travel in packs, like how they hunt is actually like so interesting and intricate. And like they have like very complex formations. Like it's like this whole thing. It's a beautiful story though that he gets away.
There's something interesting I somewhat recently learned about whales is the wind farms.
Mm-hmm.
When they put these wind farms, the giant blades that spin, they have some out here in California, Nevada, but specifically the ones on the East Coast, when you put them near the water, it messes with the whales, something with the vibration, because they do the sonar or whatever to communicate underwater.
Mm-hmm.
And it significantly increases the amount of beached whales. Like the whales go crazy and they just come up on the shore. It's really bizarre.
From the windmills?
From the windmills, because there's so much vibration from the windmills, it like throws off their GPS communication or something, and they just end up on the beach.
Then you have beached whales.
Yeah, if you look at the stats of beached whales from before they had the wind farms till after, it's like 400%. Like it's crazy.
That's so weird.
Isn't that bizarre to think about?
But that's like
something that basic,
and they're also so far away.
No, I think a lot of the whales, they go by the coastline when they migrate.
Oh, okay. Wow.
And then they're using their navigation.
So wait, are the wind farms in the water?
No, they're just by the coast, like on the East Coast and different places, like.
So they're not even in the water.
Like New Hampshire, they're by the water. They're like on the coast.
Yeah, but they're not in the actual water.
No, they're not in the water.
Wow.
Just like the vibration from the ground, like.
Dude, animals are freaking insane. That is so cool.
So many little things that we don't think are going to mess up their ecosystem. But it does.
I mean, but how can you know that? There's really no way to know that or study that or like.
And then you have this giant metal fan. That, like, how do you get rid of it? Where do you dispose of it?
Move it, I guess. I don't even know.
Just a giant.
But how do you even move it?
You can move it with big trucks, but I'm saying, where do you throw that away? It's just a giant landfill of giant metal fans.
Yes.
Like once you put it up, you're like, well, I don't know. Do you really want to take it down now?
Oh my God. That's insane.
Cool. I have a good Halloween video that I resonated with because I'm really lazy.
Okay, cool. Go. What do you got?
This is how I would do the pumpkins.
Okay, go.
Of course, it's a science teacher.
Oh, wow. Science teachers are great. Oh, hell yeah.
just like a little quick cheat, you know, carve it a little bit, but you don't have to carve it all the way out.
Is that what he did?
And then you put a little explosive in the back and it pops it out. Look, you could tell he's so pleased. Like he's like, I'm the cool teacher.
Yo, there are teachers that are out there that are like this. If you are a teacher out there that's doing this, you are God's gift to the earth.
I'm going to make learning fun.
I think that is like, bro, that probably like literally changes those kids' lives too. Like
science rules.
Yeah, science is cool. Like I feel like that's like a very like millennial like thing. It's like the science fair and like you have the nerdy science teacher, but like
they come in with there's always some experiment they have.
Yeah, that's actually really cool though. That's actually kind of a smart though. I would probably do that.
Okay, so I'm showing you things that make us feel bad about ourselves because we're useless.
Yes. Oh my God. Wow.
Just so easy, like it's nothing. It doesn't even look like he's really grabbing on.
Tarzan, bro.
This guy's real life Tarzan. Wow. Okay, now you're just showing off.
Oh my God.
This is legit something you see monkeys doing. Like grabbing on the the branches.
Oh my God, this guy's he's jacked too. Wow, that's crazy.
Like climbing the climber jacked.
The climate, yeah, that's like a different level of jacked. Like having that amount of body, it's also like body control too. Like
Calisthenics.
oh my god,
People underestimate calisthenics, I think. And also they say grip strength is one of the number one factors.
Oh yes, that's also true. Grip strength is huge.
The number
Bro,
one
that one's crazy.
indicator for how long you're going to live. One of the number one is grip strength.
Is it really?
And you want to know why?
Why?
Because when you're old and you fall,
Yeah,
if you have a good grip strength, you won't break your hip and die.
you can catch yourself.
Like if you fall down the stairs, you fall in the shower, you have good grip strength. So typically what happens is we get older, our grip strength sucks. We start to slip, we reach for whatever to stabilize us. We lose our grip, we break our hip, can't get to the phone, we die.
Wow.
That's how a lot of people die when they get old.
Really? Yeah, they fall. Yeah.
They're living by themselves, they slip, they fall. That's why, you put them in nursing homes or things like that.
Yeah. Like Life Alert, all that stuff.
Life Alert, they don't want to hear about the grip strength thing. We're going to put them out of business.
Shout out Life Alert. Wow. That's actually really interesting. It's like American Ninja Warrior. Like, you ever seen those shows where those guys are like doing crazy flips off those
Yeah, they
obstacle
do
courses?
it. They do it out here in Vegas.
Oh, it's here.
They film it, yeah.
Wow. Yeah, those guys, those and girls, they always blow my mind. I feel like they're like, oh no, that's another thing of like, how do you practice for that? You just like jump on trees and shit, I guess. I don't know.
No, you know what? Because of that show, it's become so popular that, especially in Vegas, they have ninja gyms.
Oh, okay.
So they have like kids ones and they have adult ones, and they'll have like all the obstacles and you can practice.
Oh, wow.
Because yeah, they film the show out here. They probably film it a couple different places, but you can like go and see the show for free if you go early enough.
Oh, wow.
Like first come, first serve kind of thing.
That's cool. It's really cool. Dang, man.
Yeah. Well, that's all I have for you.
Wow. Well done, bro. You did a great job.
We're trying over here.
Yeah, man. Hey guys, if you feel intrigued, if you made it to this part of the video, God bless you. Hey, mom. Guys, Couch Commanders, episode 6. That's a wrap. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Eric from Sex on the Beach.
My name is Matt. I'm in a group called Cheat Codes. We have dance music. We have a song called Chasing Ghosts out now. Go check it out. And this is Couch Commanders. Go like and subscribe. Share to your friends. If you guys share it, it will make it the biggest show in the world.
Yeah, possibly.
Or like help us double our subscribers.
Yeah. Just
that's our goal.
Double our subscribers, which means just 6 people, please.
Yeah,
5 people.
If we can go from 5 to 10, I'll be happy.
Big win.
I'm really
Big
into
win.
compound interest.
Yeah, of course.
And then keep doubling.
10 becomes 20. 20 becomes 20 million. It's just how it works.
Exactly. All right, guys. This has been Couch Commanders, episode 6. Peace out.
Peace out, y'all.